is Justin Williams, making a SmackDown review for you guys. First off, the whole six people for the Money in the Bank came into the ring, started talking on their behalf, started arguing. First, it was Dean Ambrose, came out there. He did the Dean Ambrose carpet with that coffee, but Chris Jericho put a stop to why you bring coffee in there anyway. All the six appearance started talking off through the mouth and stuff like that. So I'm sorry that I'm messing this SmackDown video up. I apologize. It was a whole six participants were talking mouth to mouth about the Money in the Bank, stuff like that. So which was nothing less. Then it was the New Day, and it was the New Day, in Cash versus versus the Club and the Vadu Villains. Good match. The New Day and Big Cass won the match against the Vadu Villains in the Club because the Kofi Kingston did his finishing move and all. They started a brawl through outside the arena, outside, and stuff like that. But the New Day and the Club won the match against the Vadu Villains in the Club. So then it was then it was Zack Ryder. First of all, it was Enzo and Cash, and Enzo was sitting, and the New Day was sitting coming in the process. Then it was Dolph Ziggler versus Dolph. No, it was Zack Ryder versus Baron Corbin with Dolph Ziggler doing commentator. Good match. Baron Corbin won the match. Then Baron Corbin was getting outside the ring, was staring Dolph Ziggler eye to eye where he was standing with the commentator. So they were trying to get it on, but Baron Corbin ran away. Then it was AJ Styles versus Xavier Woods of the New Day. Good match. That was a good match there, but AJ Styles, won the match. Which was nothing less, why they was arguing besides, the announcer, they was arguing before that, so, with the announcer on backstage, Then it was who else? Think of who else. Then it was Natalya versus Charlotte. Natalya with Becky Lynch versus Charlotte with Dana Brooke. Good match, it wasn't nothing less. Why Charlotte, dropped the WWE Diva Championship besides Natalya, while Becky Lynch and Dana Brooke was fighting, Roller were fighting. So, but Charlotte won the match by cheating because she threw the belt at Charlotte because Charlotte hit. You know how that is. So, but Charlotte won the match by cheating with Dana Brooke in the process, but Charlotte won. Who else? Can't think of who else. Then it was Kalisto versus It wasn't a match. It was Kalisto came into the ring and then Rusev, attack Kalisto from behind, attacking him and stuff. And then Sin Cara came out there and interfered in his behalf. He had Kalisto's back against Rusev. Then Rusev got dominated. And it wasn't a match. Then Titus O'Neil came out there and started dominating the mess out of Rusev. Dominating the mess out of Rusev on a barricade. You should have seen what Titus O'Neil did. Where he threw Rusev through the barricade so hard. Which Lana was looking shocked in the process. But that was it in the process. Then Rusev ran away with Lana in the process while he was getting dominated by Titus O'Neil. So, it was tight. Then it would make Darren Young great again with Bob Backlund. You know how that is. So I didn't really care for it. Who else? Can't think of who they were showing the preview of the Shield, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins match at Money in the Bank, stuff like that. So where they were showing the whole thing where the Shield got started dominating in 2012, and then Seth Rollins turned on them. We hit Roman Reigns in the back of the chair and stuff like that. Where he was finna join. What's this? The Authority. J&J and Stephanie McMahon, which I can't stand in Triple H. So with that short preview of that. Then it was who else? They were showing the preview of the Money in the Bank matches and stuff like that. So let's get into the main event. The main event was then it was the 6 people that's going to participate in the Money in the Bank match. Then it was Cesaro, Sami Zayn, and Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens, Alberto Del Rio, and Chris Jericho. Good match, but every tag team was turning on each other, in the match, hitting on each other, 'cause every man for him. It looked like every man for himself in that match because everybody was dominating their own tag team partners, including Kevin Owens, and Dean. It was Kevin Owens would dominate his own tag team partner. It was Cesaro dominating Dean Ambrose, and then Sami Zayn jump on top of Cesaro. So everybody it was a domination match. Every man for himself tag team match. But good match. But Cesaro and Dean Ambrose and Sami Zayn won the match against Alberto Del Rio, Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens. So you know, Dean Ambrose and Sami Zayn and Cesaro won the match against Alberto Del Rio, Sami Zayn, and Chris Jericho. So good match there. Because of Dean Ambrose did a dirty deeds on Kevin Owens. Because of Kevin Owens was kicking the mess out of Chris Jericho and Alberto Del Rio. So, but that's it. That's it for the match. That's the end of it. But SmackDown was okay tonight. It was all right. But if I forget something, please comment them down below. But SmackDown was okay. It was okay. They didn't show really too much in the match. Then it was Natalia and Becky Lynch and Charlotte was backstage doing on behalf, and Charlotte and Dana Brooke were doing backstage before that matchup. So I'm sorry I said it. I forget it so, but I'm afraid that my driver license might be taken away from me by this lady. By she came. Well, my mom was in St. Louis, so I'm afraid that might happen. But it was okay tonight. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow, hopefully. But I just came here to do a SmackDown review on the phone for you guys. So I'm sorry I didn't do it in my tablet. So, but that's it. But this is Justin Williams. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe, and add me on Facebook. I'm out. Peace.